There was also another accident in one of the schools in Mukono, where one of the kids got drowned in a swimming pool. And I want to call upon the operators of schools to strengthen and ensure that the safety of learners in their schools, and they must take care of people's children. Because if you don't do that, there will be uncertainty of what happens. People will lose confidence in these schools. They will not be sure if they took their kids to school, whether the children are safe or whichever. We really need to prioritize on the safety in all public spaces. Honorable members, pursuant to Rule 196(4) of the Rules of Procedure, Honorable Subi Juliet Kinyamatama, woman member of Parliament, Rakai, is hereby designated from the Sectoral Committee of Education and Sports to the Committee of Lands. As I said yesterday, lands, we do not have sufficient number for lands to start operating. And now that the government are not coming to designate, I have designated an independent. Those in favor of the designation say on the contrary nay. The ayes have it. She is duly designated to the committee. Thank you so much. I saw Kosase doing work. I was impressed. Thank you. Yes, Honorable Sewungu.
The source of the disease, rest in peace. But Madam Speaker, I think the Committee of Infrastructure should take more interest on the roads. As we talk now, one of the major challenges we have on most of the highways, the roads are not marked. And we need to take keen interest in that. I don't know whether Ministry of Works is contracting anyone to work on that. Here in Kampala, Madam Speaker, they have introduced the traffic lights, but the borders don't respect traffic lights at all. And we cannot remain in this kind of situation. What is happening in Kampala now? Pedestrians have no right of way. You have to struggle to walk. But all citizens in the country, whether you're a pedestrian, whether you're driving, actually in other countries, they give more attention to pedestrians more than those driving vehicles. But what is happening on our roads, Madam Speaker, is pathetic. I raised a matter here one time along Masaka Road. We have spent 4 years now, I think 4 years, we are diverting through Mpigi to go to Masaka. Yet the diversion was temporary because we are trying to work on a road. We don't know what is happening. But road markings in Uganda, even when you are charging traffic offenses, you must be showing road signs on the road. I don't know what traffic uses to determine that someone has made an offense on the road when the roads are not marked. But it's very painful, losing so many people because of negligence. When you are driving at night, it is the markings on the road, the paintings on the road, that will educate, will tell someone that we are driving on this side, and the one coming on this side, light will be showing him how he travels using the marking.
Thank you.
Minister of Works should come and explain this carefully. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
We will have that discussion when we are for too much. We are not asking for them to start new roads. We are asking them to maintain the existing roads. It's not all about money. We had Yona offices that should be activated to look at all these roads in sub-regional, in the sub-regions. Yes,
the communication, it is sad that we are losing our young people who are supposed to be senior citizens of this country. And on your submission concerning the roads, we are having a problem, a very serious problem in this country, and beginning with my town of Busia municipality. Madam Speaker, as I talk now, the construction of roads in Busia municipality has become a hazard that it cannot take a week without a serious accident. We have a road coming from Tororo, Vabuteba to Busia municipality, which has taken almost 3 years under construction. Moreover, it is an urban road. It is a road which is on the gateway of Kenya and Uganda. The fact, if you go the other side of Kenya and you come this side of Uganda, you see very different countries.
Members, I want to guide you that we are going to discuss issues of roads when item.
Madam Speaker, I just wanted to appreciate you. And in that appreciation, the Minister of Works.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. As you are making the communications, the Attorney General came in and endorsement bill. However, it's now almost 4 months down the road and we have not got any feedback on whether this bill has been assented to. So I was just inquiring whether it would be permissible for the Attorney General to just give us an update on the status of the East Africa Community Mediation Agreement Bill. Thank you.
Officer and revert.
Thank you. Honorable River.
Very Honorable Speaker, for the opportunity. Very Honorable Speaker, I want to thank you for your communication and our condolences to the Very Honorable Speaker. Maybe our traffic officers on the road should be more serious. Because when you move on these roads, you see, especially those people going for markets, you find the merchandise loaded on trucks, and people are also on trucks, almost like 40 of them, and the speed is too much, overloading, overspeeding, and there are traffic officers on the roads, and it's nothing that is being done. Now we are losing a lot of lives. I think the Honorable Speaker, there should be a law that people shouldn't be put on trucks. You know, merchandise on trucks, they're also on top of these lorries on the way, and overloading and overspeeding. At the end of the day, we lose a lot of lives. I think this is something the Honorable Speaker, our traffic officers should get serious, and these offenders should be punished before we lose more lives. But I want to thank you for your communication and for your concern.
Thank you, thank you. You find a truck is Minister of Internal Affairs. How do we mitigate this kind of accidents? While we are away, we said we lost 20 people in a car accident. That was in Chigorovia. And that was out of an accident. It was carrying business community with their goods. What do we do? How do we mitigate this kind of thing? First, as Parliament, we want to condone with the families that have lost their loved ones, but we must come out with a solution to that. Minister of Internal Affairs.
Madam Speaker, the issue, any defects in the law. And for your information, if there is a law that has been amended, and I know the Honorable Senior Counsel...
No, we are not talking about the law. We are saying we have traffic officers on the road, and these people move, and the traffic is there, seeing them.
I'm developing that point. Madam Speaker, the Road Safety Amendment, the Road Safety Act has been amended several times. And the essence of this has been to address the evolving road safety challenges that keep emerging. But Madam Speaker, just like the Honorable Distinguished Member of Interloco observed, I have ever intervened at one time when I saw, because our side of the road normally has trucks that carry with them lots of cattle from our sub-region. And the men and some few women were seated on top of a fast-running truck. And the police stopped them. Within a split second, many had exchanged hands and they had allowed these fellows to proceed. So I stopped over and took them on. I said, honestly speaking, couldn't you have stopped these people and offloaded the men and women that are on top of the truck? Who was pleading? One of them had already identified me, so they pleaded with me, but I said this is being on the wrong side of the law. So it's not about the law like he had observed, but the law is there, but it is being broken by the men who are supposed to enforce it.
Thank you. On the same?
For the communication. In your communication, there was an issue of swimming pools. This has become another black spot. And these swimming pools are normally in big hotels that have guards, that have security. I think something serious should be done about the swimming pools because we are losing children. And many schools take the children to go and learn swimming. At the end of the day, 1, 2 children remain in water. So we cannot continue taking this. I think we need to understand how best we can work with the swimming pool owners so that we avert the constant death of our children. Thank you.
Thank you. I think the schools, because this one was at school, the schools need to get the guidelines on the usage of the swimming pool and the safety guards, especially if children don't know how to swim. There must be somebody there to support the children. Yes, Honorable Court.
Lost their lives on that accident that occurred, and it is almost across the country. Sometimes we don't report some of the accidents that always occurs in our places. But I have 2 concerns, which I think the traffic officers, if possible, they should try to enforce it. For us who normally move long distances, and sometimes we travel in the night, there's these common mistakes where many truck drivers, they like committing. When they're driving all big trucks, they don't dim the light. They leave their light high beam. And small cars, they normally suffered a lot during the night. If only the traffic officer could be reminding some of those drivers, not just about until when you commit an offense, but periodically to remind them so that they don't put the high beam in the night.
My traffic officers are not on the road in the night.
I mean, it doesn't matter till in the night because they drive throughout, even during day, so that kind of periodic.
Honorable Minister, do officers work in the night?
Rogue elements within the traffic police is well known. And maybe, ma'am, if you allow, after I have spoken, and then I can respond.
Okay.
It may dust. Besides complaining several times to the contractor, has kept quiet. Whereby, if you are driving and a vehicle bypasses you, you have to park at least for 20 minutes because you can't see what is ahead and what is behind. I was requesting that maybe the minister can force the contractor to always at least be watering that road on daily basis like 3 times to avoid that accident that are likely to occur.
I think we can discuss that when we are looking at the issues of the roads, because merely watering for honorable members, on rather another sad note, one of our elders, Dr. James Garuga, has passed on, has gone to be with the Lord. He will pass on at 11 today from Nakasero Hospital. And he has been one of the industries in Uganda. He hails from Kigezi, and he has contributed a lot to this country. When you talk about tea, he has been in that for a long time. I will request that may we rise to observe a moment of silence in his honor.
May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Thank you, Minister. On the same?
Before he comes in, mine may not be directly connected, but still has to do with the police. I know one of the challenges of law enforcement is the limited number of the police officers we have in the country. But I've gotten information that the time bomb, especially to those who have put in their resources, including buying the required materials, and of course, money changing hands here and there. And the criteria used to say, now for you, you are over and above the required number, when you are the ones who had recruited and admitted them.
Minister, I also got a call from children from Bukedea that they have been sent back, that they are over and above. So I was asking what was the criteria of sending those ones back. Yes, there's information again here.
Yeah, the information, I really want to thank my colleague for raising this issue because I also got the same outcry. And actually, the person told me they were already going to board to go back home. And that's a very big disappointment to them. I hope the minister can handle this. How do you over-recruit without planning? Because this has really disorganized these children. They are very, very disturbed. Thank you.
Actually, mine didn't even have transport. I was going to ask the minister to send transport for them. Honourable Minister.
Honourable Speaker, honourable members, I share your concern. It's valid. Indeed, if you recruit, how do you over-recruit people and then you send them back? Can I therefore make a more comprehensive, informed finding and then share with the House, but also take action?
So can we first maintain those children there, other than you sending them back because you recruited them?
Can I consult the leadership, ma'am, then I get back?
Can we have feedback? You go and consult and get back to us.
And with your permission, ma'am, before I leave regarding the traffic issues, a number of issues. Indeed, road safety in this country leaves a lot to be desired, but the contributing factors are many, and I think we need a more comprehensive approach. Just instead of picking out the police element, we have issues of the mechanical state of motor vehicles that travel on our roads. We have the issue of the traveling public itself and how they behave on the road. We have the issue of traffic police misbehavior and state of the roads, etc. And I want to say that there are good traffic officers out there, but also there are bad apples, aided unfortunately by some of these factors. The police leadership and the ministry are thinking of a road safety inspection unit to check on rogue behavior by the traffic police, and also with their support, extension of the CCTV.